So we understood that people with Alzheimer's disease, were getting lost. We understood that, and we understood that their spatial memory was impaired. But what we didn't really understand is why that was. So what my research has been doing in the last few years has been to record from particular regions of the brain that are associated with mapping your environment. So if I was to record from your hippocampus.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm not going to. Don't worry, I'm not going to do it. But if I were, you would have these particular neurons, these particular brain cells, which fire tiny little electrical signals when you're in one particular location in space. So you would have one particular brain cell that's firing when you're sitting there, but if you moved over to the other side of the room, another neuron would fire, and then another neuron would fire over there, and so on. And what these spatial maps do is they act like little mini GPS signals, depending on where you happen to be. And that helps create this sort of mental map of the whole environment. So what I started to do, we started to look at what happens to those little GPS signals. If you imagine you get up, Google Maps or something, you would see those little blue dots. And it turns out that those little blue dots actually are much bigger in Alzheimer's disease.
Oh.
So what
really?
What that means is that your GPS signal, if you like, is weaker. So because if you imagine you've got a little blue dot, you know exactly where you are within a few meters.
I see.
If you've got a big blue dot, you know where you are within
larger radius of
a larger radius. Yeah. So you don't know where you are.